Oh man, I wanted to go to like a hype small stage, but I guess we want big and arid. Oh, this is different.
What do you think? What do you think about Link in PM?
He got like a power up. Like basically, to my understanding, this is like a patch ago, so like don't quote me. But basically, they wanted to make Link like Melee, but good. So they just made all of his hits stronger, and all of his knockbacks stronger. All like so. You know, Link was really technical and could win against people in like Melee. Now it's just easier. Like all the challenging Melee stuff, you just hit a little harder.
Link wasn't even really all that. I feel like Link's moveset needs to be reworked.
In PM?
The one that Soccer Man gave him in the end, I don't really think fits Link as a character.
Do you like the, I know you might not play Smash 4, but have you seen the Smash 4 kit?
I played Smash 4 with some friends.
Do you play Link any? He's got some different stuff. He's got
I really like his dash attack.
I like his dash attack. I don't mind the tornado, like boomerang. I think it's different.
Yeah, the Gale boomerangs. They had that in Brawl.
Yeah.
You know what? I like the previous patch of Project M when Link's boomerang came out almost instantaneously. We just whipped it off over his shoulder like 64.
I think last patch was like Link's patch, most definitely. But then again, like there was Mewtwo's running around at that time, and
Mewtwo's running around everywhere.
Lucas's and fucking just is a mess. And Diddy Kong's. That was when Boss was like prolific. Fucking Boss. Character change not paying out. Moy just a really good controller of space with his Ike. I know that a lot of people will say that Ike not little overpowered on this patch. I don't know about all that. If we get Pooch on this, Ike got nerfed. Yeah, I think Ike got nerfed. But like Pooch, I heard him going off about it a while ago. He hates the Ike. I think he's a challenging character to approach. I also think Moy doesn't use him like I think most people do, with the extreme amount of quick drawing. Because Moy doesn't quick draw, he looks really sharp. Like the quick draw stuff just makes you predictable. It takes your options and like sums them down to a very short.
I could do that too, couldn't I?
Not doing the quick draw 24/7 makes it so he controls space. And he controls space, I guess, kind of like a Marth might. Really, the short hop fairs, except for he hits like a Ganon. He's like a Marth Ganon.
Little Bill, who you talking to?
I'm talking to 6 people. Dude, we got 6
I don't even know.
whole folks.
There could be 5 by now.
There could be 5. There could be like 8. Or there could be like 2, but it says 6 because 2 are like sleeping. Like, I don't know. Maybe someone's getting Cheetos.
I think Ike's one of the best characters in the game.
I think so too. I can agree with that. I don't think he's overpowered. I think there are stoppers.
I think Ike's in the top 5.
Dude, I'll give him that. I'll give you that. What's the top 5 for you in this patch?
Mewtwo. Ike.
You think Mewtwo's still in the top 5?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I give you that.
Mewtwo, Ike, and I honestly believe Snake is in the top 5. Given the right
Player?
Given the right player.
I mean, look
using
at like,
using all the tools he has to offer in conjunction with how they play.
Watching
I
you,
feel like Snake, not even me.
You and Professor Pro like make me want a Snake, and then I get him like in my hands, and I realize I can't do that.
Snake isn't for everyone.
Yeah, he's definitely not for me. I'll just admit it now and just like give up.
It's like somebody who plays Marth, and then they never play anyone but that character because they don't want to play anyone else. Like the concept, they'll play like Marth and Sheik, but they can't play like Falco or something like that because just, the character just doesn't feel good.
Is that a targeted comment? Are you getting me? Are you getting at me? Come at me, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to expand.
You should
I want a game.
I saw his space. I forgot that you actually made Marth.
Yeah, dude.
I use that as an example.
I won a bracket match today as Kirby, so I'm okay with it.
You should play Kirby.
I do. I feel like he's really good in this
Kirby
patch.
is really good. Kirby's in the top 10.
I'd give him that, yeah.
Kirby's really good.
Who else? Oof. I still think, like, Lucas played correctly.
Wolf would be, but his recovery is so bad that he is not.
Yeah. And Zelda was in the last patch.
Zelda was. I have a friend
who
lived in Las Vegas, who moved to Canada. Shout outs to Jane, Zelda Jane. She was the best. Roxanne. You the Zelda, and we used to play PM before Nintendo shut down. And we used to play PM online, and her Zelda her and I would go match to match every single time. It was always down to the wire.
She
knew she knew exactly how to place Din's fire around the field in such a way that she could back air and know when they were going to explode because she looks at the timer apparently, and that's how it works. And when a certain number hits on the timer, all of them explode. Or when you transform to Sheik, all your Din's fires explode. And she would play Minesweeper kind of like Snake does with the stage. Like, Snake plays things on the ground. Zelda plots things on the map. She'll put 3 Din's fires around like in weird fashions. Like one, like say she's on the left of FD. She'll put like one in the middle of the stage, one all the way up near the top of the blast zone, and one way out like past the ledge on the right-hand side. And she'll get in your face, and somehow, some way, she'll make you end up in one of those.
Yeah, dude. So many people quit that character when they fucking changed her.
She quit immediately after the whole build change came through.
That's
it tarnished everything she ever worked for.
I know, right? Like, Diddy got nerfed pretty hard. Zelda got nerfed. I get Mewtwo. He was.
That's like what would happen if they took away Snake's landmines.
Yeah.
I would probably have to. Like,
or if they didn't have that knockback. What if they just had less knockback? You'd be done. You'd be like, nah.
Or
Zero Suit
if you sticky somebody and they can pass over you, like in back in Brawl, and that you get sticky, then back in Brawl, if you sticky somebody with Snake and they walk past you, you get stickied.
That's rough.
Yeah, PM changed that. I can foreseeably see them putting them back in the future.
Zero Suit got nerfed pretty hard.
She doesn't have a tether anymore for her grab. She used to grab her with her hand.
People don't play her as much as I used to see.
I think Aurora plays Zero Suit.
So yeah, he used to. He switched out. He's not playing her anymore. I don't see him play her ever. He's like he quit her. I think he's a Roy player now.
That's always good to hear.
Yeah. Who else do you think you got? You got top 3 so far. You mentioned some. You got 2 more in your top 5.
For the longest time, I always thought Samus was like one of the best.
You talk to Esam, he will tell you he's part of the Samus Master Race. The first question he asked after the patch was, so they ruined all the other characters, so that makes Samus the best, right? That was his first forum question. It's like, yeah.
Samus is really good.
Samus is really good.
Giving her the ability to go between fire and ice, and you can completely change the way you play just off those 2 changes, even if it's just a few aerials or smash attacks.
And her kit feels a lot more clean. Tethers are, sweet spots.
It feels a lot bulkier.
Yeah, like melee. I think melee Samus it's gonna feel different, but like you got more tools.
Very different.
You got more tools.
Samus feels like she packs more of a punch in PM.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Then the last.
Her moves have girth behind it.
Ooh, man, Moy's doing his thing.
They put me on here twice.
Is that both yours?
That's my Twitter, and that's my name.
It's okay, I'm hidden. So when people watch this and they're like, we're talking...
Legends of the Hidden Temple featuring XYLQ.
How you doing in Melee?
I'm stoned. I'm playing Sveet after he's done with this set.
Okay.
So I'm just wasting some time.
Yeah, almost beat Solid as Soap, and that's it. Like
he disrespected me with Falcon. It was
Solid as Soap?
Yeah, solid as Soap.
Really?
I beat my Solid Snake.
He beat your Solid Snake, dude.
With
I almost
beat it
with
Falcon.
I was like last stock everything with my Marth. So
that was game 1. Oh, this is grand finals.
Yeah.
Why is he going Link?
Why is he going Link? Maybe he is doing the same thing he does for Melee. He plays
They just want to have an anime sword fight.
I think it's because Fox didn't work at all. He got pretty trunched.
You can't tell me this is not like a fight out of some kind of anime.
This looks like an anime. It looks like one of those weird crosses, like X Tekken or something. Like what is
blonde
this?
hair, blue hair, both blue eyes.
This is
both Japanese.
Fire Emblem X Link, like Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, it's like Zelda Emblem or like
Zelda Emblem. You know what? Both
the Legend of Fire.
Zelda and Marth have the Sword of Power, so maybe they're fighting over the Sword of Power. Zelda and Marth have the Sword of Power.
Zelda doesn't have a sword.
Not Zelda, Link. Dude,
did you just call Link Zelda?
Dude,
like accidentally, like not even ironically.
Dude,
this guy just called Link Zelda, not even ironically. Oh,
amateur.
It's 1-0.
Whose cube is that? Hey, whose cube is that? Okay.
Nice lunchbox, bro.
But yeah, both games have the Sword of Power in them. Real talk. I don't think there's Triforces.
That's the Master Sword. You never played a Zelda game.
Yeah,
before,
but it's still the Sword of Power, right?
It's Master Sword.
That is the same thing, right? Am I wrong?
It's not ever called the Sword of Power.
I think it is in one of the old Zelda 2.
No.
Yeah.
There was no Master
Zelda
Sword.
2.
They just have like a magic sword.
That was called the Sword of Power, and I thought
it was called the Magic Sword back in Zelda 1.
That's Zelda 2.
Bro, have you played Zelda?
Doses. I've only played the Game Boy DX one. You know what I'm talking about? The one where you're gonna dream.
Wind
Waker?
Waker. That was Link's Awakening. It was a good game.
That was hella good game. I love that thing. If I was ever to like speedrun,
maybe in that game that was what the sword was called, but the Link's sword
it's
here.
Master Sword in that one.
He's using the costume from Ocarina of Time, and that's the Master Sword. The same sword that the one from Twilight Princess uses. Other games he uses something like the Force Sword or a magic sword, or there's other swords from other Zelda games depending on what the game is.
Yeah.
The mainstream one is the Master Sword though.
Sure.
And Ike's sword is Ragnall.
Yeah,
from
Ragnarok or whatever.
No, not Ragnall.
Ragnall.
From Fire Emblem Path of Radiance.
Yep.
And Radiant Dawn.
Yep. So Marth's the only sword of power here.
Marth has the Falchion, which name doesn't actually equate to what the sword is. A real Falchion is an old European curved sword.
I didn't know that.
And Marth's sword is a straight sword, which could also double as a rapier. It's a fencing sword. It's like a stabbing sword.
Yeah. What does Roy have? What's his?
It's like the sealed sword, the sword of seals.
Sword of seals.
It's just an anime sword.
It's just an anime sword that
just
shoots
like
fire.
Emits
fire. Yeah, that's all you need. I like how you knew everyone but the character you play. Like you're just like it just shoots fire.
Yeah,
like,
it has no name. So that's the name.